Hi everyone. So build update. I died. So I died to Uber Azirian Gauntlet. I ended on 116 points. So this is the Templar ladder. I'm third over here. 16 probably done. This guy is 95. No way he's pushing to 116. So got third place with a meme build. Hopefully this is not flickering. And where did this build get to? Alright, so I'm going to talk about a few things. Firstly is this build. So I managed to push the build from like a million DPS to 2.2 for my bossing setup. So this is if the bosses don't have chaos damage, I spec into something like this. I get Sleepless Sentries, I drop all the chaos res nodes, I swap into cast speed ring instead of a chaos res ring. So this is 2% more damage than my chaos res ring. And I swap my purities for depending on the fight. So I drop, in the case of Aziri, I am dropping a curse. So I can add in a purity because there's a lot of fire and lightning damage in the fight. So it's depending on the bossing content. So this are all my gear I swap. Typically it's going to be Grace Blasphemy, Determined Defiance Banner, and the Temper Shield for block and shock immunity. And then I swap in Skitterbot, Purity of Fire, Purity of Lightning, Purity of Ice where necessary for the 4 max res depending on the content. And then I have my flask actually in my stash tab in the gauntlet for that. Of course you have the flask with charges, Savage Hit Lightning, and Armor Evasion for Ubaziri. For the build, I'm just quite happy I managed to figure out a way to push the build to where it is, 2 million damage. I didn't think it was possible. I had the POV in the middle of the league, figure out that Chaos Clusters would give me the most damage. Couldn't get a 4 passive or 5 passive totem, Sage. But it is decent damage for one. You can see there's 2.3%, the Chaos is 2.7%, and nothing else on the tree can give me as much damage as these nodes over here, raw percentage, which is hard to find. The gear is absolutely insane, crafted out of my mind. This is close to the best wand you can get, I think, outside of influence wands. Profane with +1 chaos and max cast speed would be the best. This is T3 cast speed, and then crafted chaos. There's no other mods that could help us here because we are not poison. So this is the profane, as good as it can be in a 10-day. Ideally you can go +2, but it's not possible here. Then my helmet, I rolled the suffixes, so suppression with T3 resistance, good enough for me. Suffix cannot be changed, did the Obaka Stroll for that, and then built Chaos. Blocked, can't remember what I blocked, I think I blocked Hybrid Life, and then I unveiled, and then it came with the T3 armor evasion, which is super nice. And then I unveiled AoE, insane. And then +2 AoE, and then with the AoE Blasphemy and Temp Chains, that puts my AoE for my Temp Chains to be screen wide Temp Chains. That's 60 AoE. So yeah, I have 60 AoE Temp Chains. I don't know where it is. It's over here. I didn't enable it. Okay. Temporal Chains, 60 AoE. That's absolutely crazy. Like before that it was 58, I think. So this is absolutely crazy. And then crafted on life, and it was done. And then do the implicits, which is recoup and fist taken as fire. For the shield, I was doing a armor ES shield. It was slightly less armor, just very little bit less. It was like 341, and energy shield, which doesn't really help me very much. So I dropped this while doing a Shaper Guardian, and then I rolled it with an essence and a couple essences, and then I got +2 max res with totem. Yeah, sick, absolutely crazy. And then crafted life, done. And then what came next was like our Law Reef at home. Got +2 max all res with the unique enemy presence. I get +4%. So that put me at like 79% base when fighting any of the pinnacle bosses. Crazy. Suppression over here is low roll on T2, 70%, but good enough to cap with the implicit on the glove. So for the glove, same thing, It was quite crazy. I had a base 86 base. I crafted with Guff Transport, and I hit 2 prefix, 2 suffixes. So the suffix was the lightning res and the suppression. The prefix was a bunch of trash, and then I think it was like armor and like reflect or lightning damage. And then I slammed T4 Ashling from Mastermind, and then I hit the Unveil for suffix with attack cast speed, which is the best mod for us, the most damage. And then crafted on life, and then slammed twice. And then I Eldritch Chaos, the Searing Exarch implicit, with the Searing Exarch as greater than the Eldritch and then the Iker. I did the Eldritch Chaos, and then I got, I think, the armor evasion, crazy. Crafted life, exalted life armor, giving this absolutely crazy 93 life, 14 suppression, max roll attack cast speed, and look at this armor evasion, 223, 178, pretty crazy glove. The boots was one of the worst gear. The boots was just suppression, life with double res, which is almost just like 1 res. Crafted on move speed chill for chill immunity. Pantheon gives freeze immunity, temper shield is shock immunity. And then ignite over here is 60% less duration. Amulet is chaos crafted with the Haughty Crafting Bench. Just keep rolling chaos until you get chaos skill gems. I never once got T1 life with chaos skill gems. Suffixes were decent, 41% helps me save resistance somewhere, and then I had this was a flexible amulet because it's open prefix, open suffix, and then crafted frenzy gives me the most damage, 5.1% POB damage. So when I could drop resistance, I dropped it, and then I crafted on Min Frenzy with an exalted orb. And then this was Pain. I reforged influence on a ring I got from Gwenon 22 times. There's only 4 plus 2. There's only 6 different influences, and I couldn't hit Hunter. And I needed 22 times. That took me a whole day. Wasted a whole day farming juice in white maps. But eventually, I spent another half a day, like I think 4 or 5 hours, farming juice for Reforged Caster, and eventually I hit this decent ring. It had good damage, T2 cast speed, which is crazy, and Despair gives me a very, very good damage. So Despair hit automates the Hex Blast, by the way, so that's why I wanted this real bad. Open prefix for Lifecraft makes it really nice. The other ring was a swap ring, which is this one had T1 cast speed, 1 of max roll with 20% caster catalyst for DPS. This is my DPS ring, and crazy res, and ideally the best would be if I had 2 Spare Divines, which I divide in my belt, by the way, instead. You could suffix cannot be changed, build chaos, craft mana, unveil life, craft percentage damage implicit for more damage. But it is that, I don't know, maybe like 4-5% damage could be good as the upgrade. So that was that. And then my weapon swap was automated Carl. I set it up such that all my auras are in my non-swap gear. So you can see my auras don't turn off if I turn it on. No, not this guy, this guy. So you can see that when I swap, my auras don't turn off. The only thing that turns off is my Wither Totems. Boom, boom. But yeah, whenever any unit is less than 10%, the unit dies. And this is for Searing Exarch. So I had this shield because in the ball phase, you can see 77, I had 79 plus 5. So because I lose the shield, so I get 5 res here, get 80 max res. And then Ruby Flask, you get VMS, Molten Shell, and Yuguchi. So that was my weapon swap tech. I had Enduring Cry, didn't really use it, it was too slow, too risky in the gauntlet fights. Yeah, so that's it for my build update. Swaps, I just had everything prepared as possible, so did really well, better than I expected for a meme build. And so yeah, that was the end of the run. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.